See, this is the kind of stuff that happens because I have too much free time on my hands. By that I meant the actual making of a video out of this, not the actual cooking. That happens because I'm hungry. What's up, folks? This is Camilo, and welcome to Wasted Tuition. Today, I was just kind of putting something together, and I figured, why not share this? Because, why the fuck not? What else am I doing? Today is going to be cooking for single guys. I'm going to cook, and you're going to watch, and you're going to like it, damn it. So I just figured I'd give you a quick tour of my kitchen. Here's the stove. I've got some rice cooking on the stove there. This is my little prep area and my sink, and so I've got some stuff defrosting here. Let's see, I've got some leftover chicken breast from yesterday. So this is kind of the genesis of cooking for single guys. Is nothing goes to waste, and leftovers are awesome to be reused. So I've got some bacon because one day I went to the supermarket and I bought a shit ton of bacon at like Costco or something, but I never actually have time to have breakfast in the morning, so it just sits there, so eventually I just have to use it. And besides, because bacon. What's this? Oh, well, this is not actually for me. This is a bone for Tino. So Tino's going to get that bone a little later. And then in the refrigerator, let's see. This is kind of depressing. This is what my refrigerator looks like. And then if we check out the freezer section, we've got some frozen vegetables we use for stir frying. We've got a bunch of bones for Tino. Tino gets raw bones, which are great and he loves. We've got a lot of chicken that I have marinating here. It's frozen. We've got some frozen dumplings, which is great. Oh, and here's a tip for you single cooks out there, or for any cooks out there. If you want to chop an onion and you don't want it to make you cry, freeze it for a little bit. Freeze it for a good 20 minutes, or before you chop it up, and it should be easier to chop. So that's freezing for a little bit before I chop it up. And there is my refrigerator. Now we want to check on the rice. The rice appears to be cooked. You see this stuff here? These little crispy bits? I don't know about you people, but in my house, in Grandma's house, my aunt's house, whoever's house it was, we called that stuff pegao. Pegao literally means stuck, and it's just the rice that sticks to the side of the pot and gets crispy, and we would like fight over that. So that's awesome stuff. Don't fear the little burnt crisps. That stuff's just awesome. There's our lovely chicken breast, and we are just going to kind of pull it off the bone. And we're going to tear it up into little morsels of chickeny goodness. This is one of the reasons why I don't really like to cook all that much, because I make a humongous mess. As you see, cooking for Camilo is like, he thinks he's on Yan Can Cook. That's an old school reference. If any of you know that out there, I'll be impressed. But for you young bucks, let's call it Rachel Ray or Emerald Live or Iron Chef. But what I do is I end up making little bowls of every ingredient, because every ingredient has to be separated. Don't ask me why, it just does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. There's no such thing as too much bacon. In a not so surprising turn of events, the smell of bacon has brought Tino out of his slumber. Alright, so now we got the wok out. We get a good nice spoonful of garlic there. A little bit of garlic in there. We're going to grab our bacon. Like normally you might see somebody throw in some oil or butter or some kind of grease in there, but with the bacon going in, you've got more than enough grease, believe me when I tell you. Out, damn bacon. And now we're stirring it up, and we're stirring it up. Now that the bacon is cooking, and it's released some of its greasy bacon fatty awesome sauce in there. Now you can go ahead and take the chicken, dump that in there, alright, and then you take a scallion, you throw the scallion, and then you may be saying to yourself, this looks like it's going to be a big meal. This is a meal for 2 people. Does Camilo have a hot date tonight? No, not so lucky. But as some of you single guys out there might know, if you're cooking, at least the way I see it, you might as well cook enough that you can save some for tomorrow. We're going to put the rice in there, because what Camilo is doing today is single guy fried rice with cream of some young guy. Now what you're going to want to do here is soy sauce that bitch up. There you go. And I dumped the whole thing in there. And there you have it. Single guy fried rice. You see, and this is why I don't cook so often. Because I make a bloody mess. And somebody's got to clean it. This Tino sure as hell ain't. And guess what? Remember that onion that I was freezing because I was going to chop it and not cry? Well, because of my fabulous tip, I put it in the freezer and, well, there it is. I forgot all about it.
Hey, Tino. You gotta tell those people to hit the subscribe button. My man. Or else you don't eat. Hit the subscribe button, people. Don't you have a heart? Please, save this guy. I know. I love you too. Okay, hon. Yeah, that's great. Where are you going?